Hey, what's up? It's Mike Sinclair. In my last video entitled Table Talk, I discussed the Fast Set DJ table as well as a new Lifetime fold-in-half 4-foot table that I got from Home Depot. And I don't know when they started having it where you could just squeeze one side to adjust both legs instead of having 4 little push pins. But the new version, again, whenever that came out, was a much needed improvement, and I really like that. So I mentioned also in the video that I had purchased a cloth, or was going to purchase a cloth from Premier Table Linens, really cool company that allows you to customize the cloth however you want it. I went with a 4-sided cloth with a split down the one side to be able to get under the table, and well, here, let's take a look. So there is said tablecloth with the split down the middle on the one side so that you can access it underneath. And again, my intended purpose for this table is to use it behind my DJ console when there's room so that I can store my speaker bags and different things underneath there and keep it hidden out of the way. Makes it nice so you don't have to make as many trips in and out. My cart fits under there and everything, so I like that a lot. This video isn't just to talk about a tablecloth, though. I mostly wanted to address a couple of things with the Max console DJ booth. This is one of the greatest investments you can make as a DJ, in my opinion. This thing is phenomenal. I have a DDJ 1000 SRT, and I've had a few people I noticed on forums asking questions about different power supplies and power strips and things like that. And if you use the L, the large version of a Danny Max booth, you are going to be limited on space with a larger controller like the DDJ 1000 or the SRT. Personally, I love the L because I like having a smaller, lighter unit. Being an older guy and being a solo operation, I like to keep things as light as possible. So if you want to go bigger and badder or whatever, go with the XL and you'll have plenty of room. You can have a lot more options for wiring things up. Now, let's go back to, let's say you want to do it like me. Everybody want to be like Mike, right? So if you want to have the L, either the Edge or the Infinity with a DDJ 1000 or SRT, a couple things you can do for power. You've got your cubbies, which you should not store anything in loosely because they can flop around, and I believe it voids the warranty. Oh yeah, actually there's a sticker that says just that. Do not transport loose items. Doing so will void the warranty. So yeah, don't do that. What you can do though is you can put this in and out of it, something like this, which fits. I'll show you. This is real nice. So as you can see, that fits in there nicely. You can either pop it in and out at each gig, or you could Velcro it down so that it's not going anywhere. This one has 7 ports for power and 2 USB charging ports, which you can use for your Ape Lab coins. Now, I like this power strip. One thing I don't like about it is this power switch. I'm barely touching that, and it pops on and off. Very sensitive. I don't like that at all, so that one going in the trash. Plus, I had to cut the end off. I'm not being wasteful, but I ruined it anyway. So what I did is, since I downsized my system, and I'll explain that in a moment, since I did that, I found this nice little baby power strip that, I don't know if you can see it very well, it has 3 things plugged into it, my 2 Ape Lab coins on the USB ports, plenty of room here to tuck some cords away. It's Velcroed down real tight. It's not going anywhere. The reason I only need 3 plugs plus the 2 lights is because I only have 1 mic receiver. I'm switching from 2 to 1. I had 2 EV-RE3 mic receivers. That's what I was using, 2 wireless mics, and they were great. I have nothing negative to say about the EV-RE3 systems. They are phenomenal, one of the best on the market in my opinion. However, I've always been a Sennheiser guy, and I really like some of the stuff they do, and I was super curious and intrigued by the EWD series. So I emailed Ben at NLFX, and I said, hey Ben, what's better, the RE3 or the EWD? To which he responded, flip a coin. So I take that to mean, hey, they're both great systems, you know, it's up to you. And so I ordered an EWD to check it out, and as you can see, I have one mounted in here. And I was faced with 2 options. With the RE3 units, I had the passive antenna splitters, which they're real small and they easily could be, taped down in the back of your console. And that's what I was doing, and it was working great. However, when I got the EWD and I started playing around with it, how fast it scans, how easily it syncs with the app, how user-friendly it was, I fell in love with it. Everything about it I like. So then you're thinking, well, why don't you just put 2 of those in? You'll have 2 wireless mics, problem solved, right? No, here's the problem. Because of the linear tuning and some of the technology used in this particular unit, you can use an active antenna splitter, which will keep everything the way it should be. However, the active splitter is about the size of one of those receivers. So then I would need 2 receivers and the splitter, nowhere to put it in this console. So then I'm faced with the option of either having 2 RE3s or 1 EWD and a wired microphone. I opted for plan B because I really, like I said, love this EWD. Because this is all torn apart, I'm waiting on a couple of cables. Since I'm going with a wired mic, I'm getting a new cable that'll be long enough, obviously, for my microphone, and I'm getting a couple of color-coded things. I will tell you another thing about being a DDJ 1000 or SRT user. If you have not bought this booth and you're looking at it and you want to get it, you will need angled cables for everything. NLFX Platinum series, by the way, are phenomenal cables, but you will want right-angled cables for everything. You can even get USB cables and the whole works, but it's pretty tight in there. So you are going to need angled cables in the back. You cannot use straight cables. There's just not enough room. Again, you can either opt for the XL and then not worry about it, or you can, work with what you have and make it happen. So I, again, like the L. I like the EWD. I love this console. I can't wait to get it all put back together and hopefully get a gig before it's all said and done, because I'm already having withdrawals from wedding season. So that's all I can think of for now. If you have any questions about using this booth with a DDJ 1000, if anything in particular that comes to mind, feel free to pop a question in underneath the video. I'd be more than happy to answer that for you. If you'd be so inclined to like and or subscribe, that would be awesome and appreciated. Until next time, I'm Mike Sinclair. Now you hear me? Now you...